Hey, welcome to this webinar, which is about healthy lifestyle. People usually build a business, build a career, build a family, a life, but along the way, they forget about their health. And at some point, they realize they have to prioritize again their health. So this webinar is for people that they decide that they want to take it serious and they want to focus on the health subject. There is a code in the psychology of money that says there are two things in this life that people need to learn even if they want or even if they don't want. And those two things are health and finance. The difference between these two is that without health, you can't make money. So let's get started. I'm Andrei and let me introduce myself. I'm a personal trainer, technician, nutritionist, chef and entrepreneur. When I was 12 years old, I started with martial arts and fitness at the same time. I won different contests, national and international, on martial arts, and I kept going with fitness till I was 18 years old when I decided to build my own gym. The reason is because I wanted to compete in fitness competitions, but I didn't have lots of people around me that can support my will. I started taking care of my clients and I learned lots of lessons. Then I became a personal trainer, and over a period of 4 years I had more than 100 clients that I worked with, and you can see most of the reviews on my website yourtrainer.uk. Then I saw that most of the clients don't lose weight because of nutrition, so I started cooking for some of my clients and I delivered the meals to their offices. I saw some amazing results, so from that point I started building a business with healthy meals delivered to clients' door. 3 meals and 2 fruits every single day. In the last months of the business, me and my team cooked for more than 260 people per day. At the same time, I opened a coffee shop with healthy cakes. Then I sold everything and moved to London, starting from scratch. At the beginning, I was a personal trainer for around 1 year, and then I built the business It's Healthy with healthy cakes. I wrote a book called Beyond Weight, and now I'm building an online course that I hope will help lots of people. I want this webinar to be like a starting point, like a wake-up call. First part is to see why people are stuck. Along the way, I realized that the real blockers are not a lack of willpower or knowledge. In my opinion, I think there are 4 blockers that are the main ones. 1, all or nothing thinking. This way of thinking, it's coming from the industry that promotes these 3 months programs or losing 20 kilograms in 3 months, where people enroll in this kind of programs. They destroy their bodies every single day inside of a gym, sweating a lot, lots of soreness, pain, very strict diets just to achieve their goals. But actually what really happens is that people reach a desperation point. In some cases, doctors tell people that, hey, look, your health is in danger, so you need to lose weight fast. Or people have a very important event and they need to fit in a dress or a suit. Or they have other type of events in their career or business and they need to look presentable. They need to look fit. Because of that, they just try to look for fast results. The industry takes advantage of this desperation and promotes this kind of programs. People enroll in this kind of programs, they reach their goals, they promote before and after pictures, they tell everyone else, and in this way society thinks that this is the only way and this is the way people should do. The problem is there are studies on this kind of approaches, and after 2 years from accomplishing their goals, 50% of people are reversing back from where they start. The interesting part is after 5 years, more than 80% of people are reversing back to their initial weight. So basically, this is not the way, especially when it comes to our health. The second thing is trying to copy elite routines instead of building our own habits. We see lots of fitness influencers promoting their shredded bodies ready for competitions, and next to them, some magical workouts that people should do in order to get their body, which obviously it's BS, because those type of bodies are built over a long period. Third, being addicted to short-term results. This way of thinking is based on many factors. One of them is the desperation. So for example, when the doctor tells you, hey, your health is in danger, you need to lose weight, you start becoming desperate. The other thing is personal development, which is very important. The other things that influence addiction for short-term rewards are also the marketing of the industry, but also emotional problems unsolved from when we were kids. Followed us, so we didn't pay attention to them. We became adults and we still have them. And also, we don't pay attention to them or try to manage them. Fourth, outsourcing the responsibility to diets, personal trainers, nutritionists, gadgets, and apps. If you think it's like giving your health to someone to take care of it. So for example, you can't have a personal trainer for the rest of your life. You can't follow a diet for the rest of your life. You can't follow a nutritionist plan or having a nutritionist for the rest of your life. Even for gadgets, there are studies that shows that people gave up on wearing a gadget like a bracelet after 6 months. Also, it's quite frustrating to have something that pokes you every single day, telling you what to do, when to do, or what you missed. But the main idea is that you take your health and give it to someone else to take care of it, which is ridiculous. It's not gonna happen. Your health, it's your health. You need to learn about it. You need to be in control of it. You need to take care of it. Only you can do that. This is quite a nice quote. Most people don't fail at health. They never start with a plan that fits their actual life. And actually this summarizes all the things that I said earlier, especially that you can't give your health to someone else to take care of it. You need to learn to take care of your health. You need to take responsibility. Let's talk about the myths that hurt you. 1. If I just had more time, I'd be in shape, which is false. The reason is the following. We create this picture where if we need to have a fit body, we need a gym, we need to spend time in the gym. And for busy people, they think like this. I have to travel to the gym around 1 hour, I have to stay in the gym for 2 hours, and then I have to travel back home for 1 hour. So basically, if I want a fit body, I need to spend around 4 hours per day to achieve that, which I don't have that amount of time. Once I lose 10 kilograms, everything will be fine. This is coming from the misconception that losing weight is equal with being fit, which are two different things. For example, if a person wants to lose weight and only wants to lose weight, they can sit, do nothing, and stop eating. They will just drink water, have a fruit once in a while or something, and they will lose weight. But at the same time, probably they will lose also muscle mass. Also, probably they will damage their immune system. Being fit on the other side takes time, and also you receive many things like losing weight, increase your stamina, more energy, stronger muscles, great posture, improve your digestion system, and many other things. So because people don't understand the differences between these two, they think that if they lose weight, they will become fit. That's why most people, they avoid exercising and they are doing a very strict diet just to lose weight. Third, I need to follow a strict diet to see change. I think we all saw this kind of situations where a person starts a very strict diet. They are going to social events like birthdays or weddings, and they are encouraged to take a slice of cake or drink a shot or having a great night. And they are saying, no, don't do that. I'm on a strict diet and I don't want to break it. I don't want to destroy it. And this kind of approach creates the idea on that person's mind that they are sick, which is ridiculous. Because if you have an excess of fat, you are not sick. You just created some bad habits in your past when you had a chaos in your life, and those bad habits created that excess of fat. But you are not sick. You are not a problem. You don't have a problem. So because of that, you don't need a strict diet. You just need to cut the bad habits or replace them with good habits or healthy habits. And you have to have patience. I want you to think about this new new approach. The idea of micro actions that will only take just 5 or 10 minutes from your daily schedule. That can become a daily habit. So for example, if I will tell you drink water between 300 and 500 milliliters per day first thing in the morning, it will be a very easy habit to create and to have, and also will improve your digestion system a lot. This kind of habit and micro action will not create a lot of friction. When you think about creating new habits, you have to take in consideration the friction. So for example, if you try to go to the gym first thing when you start taking care of your health, it's a very big leap because it will take a lot of time. Maybe you don't know what to do in the gym. You also have to pay money and time because you have a big friction. Probably your body will refuse it, and also your brain will be very hard to adapt. That's why lots of people will give up after 1 month, because you have soreness, you have traveling, you have the costs, you have the time, and also you have to know what to do in the gym. So there are so many things that you have to consider, and your brain has to adapt to so many things at once. That's why micro actions, I think, are the best solution. I'm gonna give you another example. For example, if I recommend you to drink 1 or 2 pills of magnesium and calcium per day, which will help you a lot with your energy levels and the way you feel every single day. I think most of people will say, oh yeah, it's easy, I can do it for 1 or 2 weeks straight away. That's why this kind of approach can help you create and maintain healthy habits. No extreme plans, just sustainable habits. As I said earlier, this kind of habits will help you to progress and create a healthy routine. So for example, if I will tell you to do some squats every single day, for example 100 squats, you will say, oh whoa, too much, I can't do that, I don't have the time. But actually 100 squats will take you around between 5 to 10 minutes. But if you didn't exercise at all in your life, or you didn't exercise for a long period, I will tell you to just sit on a chair and stand up. That's all. That's a squat. Can you do 100 times? Obviously people will say, yeah, of course, it's easy. I'm doing that every single day at the office or at home. Well, look, you see, that's the starting point. That's the thing. Over time, you can add little things. For example, next to the squats, you can add some push-ups. But the push-ups can be against the wall, can be against a table, can be against a sofa, can be normal push-ups. So people don't need extreme plans, like going to the gym, have soreness for 3-4 days, and strict diets plan. Personal development, fitness, and nutrition as one strategy. There are 3 things that I personally consider are bricks for a solid foundation. In my opinion, personal development should be the first one, and from my experience I can say that people have lots of problems in their past. They don't acknowledge it, they try to avoid them, and obviously they will not be able to perform exercise and nutrition because of those unsolved problems. So personal development will be the first brick for the foundation. If people are willing to go in their past and acknowledge what made them create bad habits that create the excess of fat they have and the unhealthy lifestyle they have at this moment, they will very easily move forward to exercise and nutrition. Exercise is before nutrition. I'm saying that because exercise is harder than nutrition. The reason why fitness is harder than nutrition is because it implies pain and discomfort. So people try to avoid that as much as possible. If you start doing the exercises and you saw how many benefits you receive, then nutrition is a very easy part, because the nutrition, it's about clean food. It's nothing about diets, it's nothing about strict plans. No, it's just about clean food. And also prepare your meals, which is a very important factor, which means discipline, which means a schedule. People usually tell me, oh, I don't like to cook, or I don't know how to cook. My answer is, if you don't earn more than 500 pounds per hour, you need to cook. You need to learn to cook. Other people think, oh yeah, but I want to cook like Gordon Ramsay. This is what is in their head. Like they need to cook like Gordon Ramsay. No, you need just very simple and basic recipes. And the more you do it, the more you start to adapt, to add new flavors, to add new tactics. If you earn more than 500 pounds per hour, fair play. You can hire someone 2 times per week, 5 to 8 hours to prepare your meals for the next 3 days. But you are still in control, whatever you put in your mouth. So that's the deal. The course I build has the same approach. It is over a 1 year period, split it in two, 6 months and 6 months. People will think, oh, it's too long. Health needs to be treated as a language. If you want to learn a new language, you will not be able to learn it in 3 months. For example, kids in school have a system, have a plan to learn that language. So for example, the kids will learn that language over a period of 2-3 years. They will start with small little steps, for example, 2-3 hours per week. In this way, their brain can assimilate all the informations much easier and they can practice it much easier. The same approach is with health. That's why it's over 1 year. After we finish this year, we will be in touch for the next 4 years, because I want to make sure that once the habits that you accumulate and created in this 1 year, you will follow it the next 4 years. If you can complete all these 5 years, I'm pretty sure you're gonna retire very healthy. So these two parts of the first year, 6 months and 6 months. The first 6 months, you're gonna receive one video every single week on a Saturday. Then on a Sunday, we will have a discussion about it if you have any questions. And then next week, you'll have homework. You'll have tasks to accomplish. And we will keep in touch every single day on WhatsApp. It's like having a personal trainer in your pocket. For the first 5 months, you will not need a gym. After 5 months, you will need a gym, because the second part, which is 6 months, you will have to set some challenges for you, like a semi-marathon, a marathon, 5 kilometers, a hike, a long cycling distance, or any other challenges. And I will be over there to guide you, to support you all the way to achieve those challenges. And if you accomplish one, we move forward, we set another one in these 6 months. So because of these challenges, you need a gym. The other purpose of the gym is to create the idea of me time, which I will explain in the course, which is very important. So you have to understand from the beginning that this course is not for people that are looking for a quick fix. This is for people that they realize that I need to take care of myself to be able to take care of others, especially their families, their loved ones, their business, their career. So if you are interested in the course, you'll find a link below for a waiting list. You can click it now and join the waiting list. Also, if you have any questions about the course or about this webinar, you can find my phone number on yourtrainer.uk and you can contact me whenever you want. I will try to answer as fast as possible. Thank you so much and see you next time.